Today's lesson is Lesson 8, Bugs Under Rocks. Have you ever heard the expression, have you been living under a rock? This is an idiom, or a phrase, or saying that doesn't make literal sense, that implies that you only see what is right in front of you, and that you miss everything else going on in the world. Have you ever turned a large rock in the summertime over, only to discover that it was the home to a host of creepy crawlies? Most of these creatures don't always stay under the rock. They venture outside their cool, dark home, but they come back to it again and again, like a comfortable bed in a room with blackout curtains in the middle of the summer. Cool, quiet, dark, restful. Today we are going to tip over some rocks to see what creepy crawlies we might find there. Buckle your seatbelts. It promises to be a cringy ride. Crickets. If you've ever heard a chirping that seems to come from nowhere, you may have had the pleasure of hearing a cricket's song. Crickets can be found all over the world. There are about 2,400 different species. Crickets range in color from solid black, striped green, to even white. Most crickets have wings, and the males use these stiff wings that resemble leather to produce their song of chirps by rubbing one wing along the teeth on the opposite wing. How many teeth the cricket has directly impacts the sound of the creature is able to make. Other crickets hear the chirps through their legs and then respond to the sound. Crickets have a song to attract a female, a song of mating, and a song for fighting or scaring off other male crickets. Certain crickets only chirp at night. However, if you live somewhere that you can hear crickets chirp all day long, you may have also noticed that there is more chirping on warm days than on cool days. This is because the temperature changes the rate of the chirping. Warmer temperatures mean more chirping. The snowy tree cricket is even known for its ability to estimate temperature. If you count the number of chirps this cricket makes in 15 seconds and add 40, you get a fairly accurate estimate of the temperature in degrees, in Fahrenheit degrees. Because these petite little hoppers are a nasty meal for many creatures that roam the ground, they hide under rocks, plants, or anything else they may find. I didn't mean a nasty meal, I meant a tasty meal. Crickets were created with some amazing body parts and abilities. Crickets have two different kinds of eyes. Their compound eyes help them see in more than one direction, while their ocelete or simple eyes help them sense dark and light. Most crickets have back legs that are used for jumping and wings that help them fly. But some crickets have adapted to life without wings by living in ant nests or bushes. Female crickets are able to lay their eggs deep in the soil or plant stems using their ovive position. This helps protect their eggs, though it can cause some damage to plants. In some Asian countries, crickets are prized as pets for their singing, and in China, crickets take center stage in the popular sport of cricket fighting. Centipedes and millipedes. Many people do not know the difference between centipedes and millipedes. Although there are some similarities between the two creatures, there are some major differences as well. Both centipedes and millipedes are known for their many sets of legs. Unlike insects that generally have 3 sets of legs and arachnids who have 4 sets of legs, millipedes have about up to 200 sets of legs, and centipedes can have up to 177 sets of legs. One way to tell the difference between the two creatures is that millipedes always have an even number of leg pairs, while centipedes always have an odd number of leg pairs. Another difference between them is that centipedes are predatory hunters, while millipedes prefer to eat dead and decomposing organic material like dead plants and animals. In order to hunt, centipedes have one set of unique legs. The first set of legs found behind the centipede's head operate more like fangs than legs. These appendages contain venom glands and inject it through their sharp legs. The venom is used to paralyze the prey of the centipede before it is eaten. Small centipedes are known to eat insects, spiders, and other creepy crawlies, while larger centipedes have been known to attack small snakes, lizards, birds, amphibians, and rodents. All centipedes are venomous, but small centipedes are not generally a danger to humans. Most cannot bite humans, or if they can, it feels no worse than a bee sting. However, larger species of centipedes have sent people to the doctor to deal with the after effects of the bite. Centipedes tend to be preyed upon by lizards and scorpions, as well as some birds. The word centipede means 100 legs, and millipede means 1,000 legs. While these creatures do not all have 100 or 1,000 legs, there is an easy way to tell the difference between them using their legs, and you don't have to count. Millipedes have 2 sets of legs on each main body segment, and they tend to be directly under their bodies. Centipedes have only 1 set of legs on each body segment, and their legs tend to stick out to the side of their bodies. Both of these creatures are found in dark, damp places, like under rocks and leaves or in rotting wood. This helps them maintain the needed balance of moisture in their bodies, and both creatures occasionally find their food sources here as well. Under a damp rock is the perfect place to enjoy a mid-afternoon nap while the sun is blazing and the rest of the world is awake. They are most active at night, coming out of their moist homes to hunt and scavenge during the cool, damp night. Some of these creatures, like many insects, have the ability to force themselves into diapause, or a state where they do not reproduce or develop until better conditions arrive. They can use this mechanism to avoid dehydration in dry seasons or environments or to survive the winter. Millipedes are often eaten by small rodents, birds, toads, and even larger mammals like badgers. The defense mechanism of these 2 creatures are unique. Millipedes are not aggressive in nature. When they feel threatened or disturbed, some species will curl into a tight ball to protect their heads and may even release a nasty dark fluid that is capable of killing some predators. These special features keep millipedes safe. Surprisingly, centipedes do not always use their fangs as defense mechanisms, while they will bite in defense. Surprisingly, centipedes do not always use their fangs as defense mechanisms. While they will bite in defense. I already read that. They are also known to run away or to squeeze attackers with their back legs. Centipedes have some pretty amazing defensive tricks. Some have chemicals that deter attacks. Some of these chemicals can even glow in the dark. Others produce a glue that can literally stop their predators in their tracks. If they are caught by a predator holding one of their legs, centipedes even have the ability to drop a leg or 2. This allows them to run away on their remaining legs, and many can grow these lost legs as they age. Centipedes and millipedes are groups of creatures that include many species. Some of these creatures have ocell, while some have compound eyes. Some species are blind. There are around 7,000 species of millipedes, and while most display the characteristic discussed in this lesson, there are some who are predatory and a few that cause harm to plants. Most people consider millipedes to be pests, but as long as they stay outside your home, they are not dangerous. They can be helpful in helping balance the ecosystem around you. They not only decompose organic matter, but they also aerate or add oxygen to the soil as they dig through the moist dirt. Most sources agree that there are close to 8,000 species of centipedes. While these creatures are helpful because they prey on other pests, remember that they have a venomous bite, so you must be careful not to touch them. A wolf spider. Wolf spiders are known for their ability to chase down and pounce on their prey, just like their namesake. Although they may sound a little like jumping spiders you've already learned about, wolf spiders came from a different family than jumping spiders. There are about 2,300 species of wolf spiders, and around 125 find their homes in North America. They are often found under rocks, in grass, or in dead leaves. You may even see one run across the floor of your home. These acronids prefer to hunt at night, though, and they love to snack on crickets, ants, other spiders, and even grasshoppers. Some exceptionally large members of the families can even eat small lizards or frogs. I've got to turn the page. Just hold on. All right. The female wolf spider can be up to 1.4 inches long. The males are smaller and grow no larger than 0.8 inches. Most species are dark brown or gray with markings that can be orange, gray, black, or brown. Many species of birds like to snack on wolf spiders, especially owls. Wolf spiders can be big and ominous looking, but they are generally harmless. They don't bite unless provoked, and their bites usually only cause mild redness and swelling. They have 3 rows of eyes. The middle row has the biggest eyes. The top row has middle-sized eyes, and the bottom row has smallest eyes. Wolf spiders are excellent at dispatching other pests from your garden or home. One of the world's largest spiders lives on Madeira, an island that belongs to Portugal. It is called the desertus wolf spider and has unique black legs with white polka dots. The female wolf spider lays her eggs in a sack she attaches to herself and then drags behind her. When the eggs hatch, they ride on their mother's back until they need to find their own food. This can take anywhere from a few days to a few months, depending on the species. Did you know that there were so many unique creatures to discover under rocks? It is amazing the way God created living things to be at home in absolutely every environment they are placed in. Even a dark, cold place like the underside of a rock can be full of wonder if you choose to approach creation with eyes that are willing to see His creation from a new perspective. That concludes Lesson 8 for today.